your focal point, pencils down. Okay? What did you find? What did you find? What information on the map helps you locate water? Gray.
The way to locate water and say I see an ocean.
Okay, the light blue color on the map helps you determine that that is water. Very good. What else? Kennedy?
All the labels, like it says like this type of ocean, this type of river, this type of lake.
Good, okay. So they have labels, very good text feature vocabulary. Thank you, Kennedy. Okay, so it says blah, 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 ocean, or blah, 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 sea. Very good. What else, Garen?
And on the back it says water features, and you know what kind of water features there are.
Good, so do you see the information box that's like a darker blue color and it says water features?
Yes.
How is that information helping you understand where water is? Trey?
Because if you don't know whatever on here is, you can look and it will give you an explanation of what it is.
Okay, good. So if you're confused by the labels that they have explained the vocabulary or the different types of bodies of water on the back. Very good. Hands down. Good. So we have accomplished our first learning target for today. Please make the board your focal point. Thank you. Let's look at our second learning target for today. Who can read this to me? Sophie.
I can revise my paragraph about where water is on Earth to include simple, compound, and complex sentences.
Very good. I can revise my paragraph about where water is on Earth. Okay, so before spring break, we wrote a paragraph about where water is on Earth after we read one well. Raise your hand if you remember. Good, raise it high. Okay, very good. Today what we're going to do is we're going to learn about simple, compound, and complex, and then apply it to the paragraph that we've already written to make it more of a third grade paragraph, okay? So let's look at the difference between simple, compound, and complex, okay? Simple, just like the name, is easy or basic. Your pencil should not be moving. Thank you. Okay, so what does simple mean? What does simple mean? Aston?
Easy or basic?
Easy or basic, okay? Not a lot of fuss. It's not like glamorous, okay? So a simple sentence is an easy, basic sentence. A compound sentence is made up of two parts. The prefix com means together. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
How do we already know that? How do we already know that? Thatcher?
It was one of our etymology vocabulary words.
Good. It was one of our etymology STEM words. Excellent. Okay? So compound is made up of two parts. Okay? And we're going to learn more about that in just a minute. And then our last type of sentence is complex. Okay? And the word complex means not simple. Okay? So simple and complex would be what? Lulu? Opposites. Okay? Very good. A complex sentence is made up of many parts. You like the visual they gave you? Look. One part, easy, basic. Compound is two parts. And then complex is made up of many parts. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
All right. So last week we wrote our on-demand paragraph. And we already know that super writers, which look, there's all of us, can revise our writing, okay, which is going to be the last step of today. Alrighty. Guided practice, simple, compound, and complex. So today we're going to sort sentences into categories, okay? They may be simple, compound, or complex. So what I need you to do is open up, you have this in your workbook. You have this in your workbook. It is on page 17. Turn to page 17, and when you're there, make the board your focal point. Yes? some because I don't really like writing that much. So, let's look at where it says compound sentence. It should be bold print. Do you see where it says compound sentence in bold print?
Yes.
Great. A compound sentence is two simple sentences joined by a conjunction. A conjunction is a connecting word like for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and, so. For example, who can read me the example number 1 of a compound sentence? Nikita?
All water on earth is connected, so really is just one source of water.
Good, okay? So what is the conjunction in that sentence? What is the conjunction, Sarah?
So.
So, very good. So it's two simple sentences. What's the first simple sentence? Who can tell me what the first simple sentence is? Thatcher?
All water on earth is connected.
All water on earth is connected. Very good. And then what is our second simple sentence? Aaron?
There really is just one source of water.
There really is just one source of water. Very good. Okay? So if I wanted to make those two separate sentences, could I? Yes. Okay? But it sounds better together. Okay? So look at number 2. Let's do one more. Who's going to read? Trey?
Earth is the only planet that has liquid water, and the amount of water on the surface hasn't ever changed.
Good. What is the conjunction? What is the conjunction, Sam? And, very good. And what is our first simple sentence? Zanaya?
Earth is the only planet that has liquid water.
Very good. Earth is the only planet that has liquid water. Is that a sentence by itself? Yes, because it's a simple sentence, okay? What is the second simple sentence, Nate?
Every living organism needs water to survive, yet most people don't understand how we treat the water affects everyone on Earth.
Okay, thank you for reading the third example, but we're still in the second example. I need the second simple sentence in the second example. Do you know it, Nate?
Yes.
Okay.
And the amount of water on its surface hasn't ever changed.
Good. The amount of water on its surface hasn't ever changed, okay? So a compound sentence is two simple sentences joined by a conjunction. Let's look at a complex sentence. Find the bold print for complex sentence. A complex sentence is a simple sentence joined by one or more dependent clauses. A dependent clause contains a subject and a verb, but it does not make sense on its own. A conjunction is a connecting word that begins the dependent clauses like, although, after, as long as, because, before, even though, even if, since, though, unless, until, when, whenever, wherever, while. Okay? So the difference between a compound and a complex sentence is that your complex sentence is going to have a dependent clause. What does dependent mean? What does dependent mean? You might have to make an inference here based on some other words you know. Louise?
It's dependent means that you're depending on someone. You're not doing it on your own.
Good. Dependent means that you, are depending on someone that it cannot stand alone and be a sentence. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
It is the opposite of what word? That Miss Scott says all the time. Sarah?
Independent.
Independent, okay? Because we always say independent means by yourself, okay? So dependent means it needs something else, okay? It needs help. All right, so let's look at some examples and you'll understand what I mean. Who can read me the first example? Zanaya.
When you think about where water is on Earth, you don't realize water can be found under the ground.
Good. When you think about where water is on Earth, you don't realize water can be found under the ground. Does anyone know what the dependent clause is? It's either before or after the comma. Kennedy?
Before.
Okay, can you read it to me?
When you think about